Some late mail for the Canberra Cup, and in fact it is for Iron Horse. Chrissy Muntz, of course, aboard. Matt Browning's tip, race 7, number 1, Iron Horse. And the Canberra Cup in 6 minutes. He's at 2:20. 2, Bridal Man, 8:70. Perfect Rapture, 16. Number 4, Kenquest, 17. Chance Affair, 37. Noble Dane, 16. Chosen Warrior at 10. Bozeman at 6:40. Then further over to 96 the Ravelli, Mac Joey at 11s, 99 Noble Tenor, 55 Montana Pearl, 64 Fernley Prince and 78 Uncle Stainless. Selections from Tony, 1 Iron Horse, 2 Bridal Man, 9 Bozeman. In the next, the previous there at Oyen, the winner was 6 Keystone's Law, and we're just having a few problems with those divs there. And Iron Horse now at 2:30, 8:40 for Bridal Man, 3 Perfect Rapture, 16, 4 Kenquest, 18, down to 7 Noble Dane at 17, 960 Chosen Warrior, 5:30 Bozeman, and let's have a look and see if there's any others in the market there. McJoey was the other one supported at 12s, number 12. That's the update for the big one at Canberra, the Canberra Cup behind the barrier. But just before we go to the race, we have the very latest on the betting and the late mail. Once again, here's Hilton Donaldson.
All right, Chris, the big one is coming up shortly, the Canberra Cup. It's been won by many great horses over the ocean back to 1979. Superimpose won a Canberra Cup. It's a fine race, Michael.
Yeah, it's always been a good race too. Superimpose, of course, won the Cox Plate after winning the Canberra Cup that year. Mick Dittman on board. Greg Hall, I think, rode it in the Cox Plate. But yeah, it's a good field here today too. Some people thought it might have fallen away a little bit, but when you do the form and in-depth analysis of it, it's held up quite well. And of course, Iron Horse, all the rage in the betting ring, around about the 5-4 mark with the bookmakers. It was a little bit better was bet than that early on in operation. So there's plenty to like about Iron Horse's prospects. The punters have warned to him. He's well on top. He looks an absolute picture of health. My only query was he's backing up quickly after that good run in the Epsom, but he's down in grade here today significantly, and with the set weights, with the quality handicap, 60 kgs, he's only 8 kilos over the limit, so he's not badly weighted at all. I think he looks the winner. Plenty of speed on. He should get box seated and prove too strong. Big danger here, 9 Bozeman. The enjoyment form strong. Matt Griffith took out the cup 2 years ago with Dancing Sun. He'll push forward from a wide barrier and be competitive. And 4 Kenquest been set for the race. Looks a picture of health and been good money at it. Kenquest, double-figure odds. It's been a good sprinkling of money to suggest Kenquest can run a bold race. Having said that, Bridal Man's an easing second pick with the bookmakers, and McJoey from the Barbara Joseph stable looks particularly well. Summing up, I've got 1 Iron Horse on top, danger, 9 Bozeman and 4 Kenquest.
Michael Heath with his mounting yard mail. The runners are at the barrier now for the running of the $105,000 listed Canberra Cup. I think Iron Horse can stall them off. Back to you, Chris.
All right, thank you, Hilton. In fact, they've moved them in. They're all set. The big one. Here's Tony.
Honest Canberra Cup and Noble Dane. Uncle Stainless got away well. Prominent Fernley Prince followed by Chosen Warrior. Further out, Montana Pearl. Perfect Rapture looking for the lead. Out very wide going up was Bozeman, followed by Bridal Man. The next one was Kenquest, Noble Tenor. In behind those, then Iron Horse on the outside of the Ravelli. Further back in the field, Chance Affair and McJoey last of all. As they swing out of the straight, they've got about 1,600 to go. Noble Dane is the leader. Perfect Rapture running second. Bozeman is third on the outside of Fernley Prince. A length and a half Montana Pearl. Easing back on the inside there, Chosen Warrior. Bridal Man is moving around the outside of Uncle Stainless. Followed further back Noble Tenor. Down on the inside the Ravelli, followed by Kenquest. Iron Horse third last, followed by Chance Affair. At a length and a half, McJoey at the tail of the field. In the back stretch as they race inside the 1,200. And Noble Dane is well clear, about 4 lengths in front of Perfect Rapture. A length and a half, Bozeman with the mouth open, keen to go a bit quicker. Then Fernley Prince on the rails, followed then by Montana Pearl. Kenquest in that group, followed by Chosen Warrior. Back behind those in the field, Noble Tenor starts a run. Then Bridalman down towards the inside, Uncle Stainless. Well back as they leave the back and race down the side. Iron Horse followed by the Ravelli. McJoey second last and Chance Affair last of all. They're speeding up as they race down the side. 750 metres to go. Noble Dane is the leader. Noble Dane leads. Kenquest runs to second. Perfect Rapture third on the inside. A length and a half. Bozeman has has got the run of the race, followed further back in the field. Then Fernley Prince down towards the inside. The next one there, Montana Pearl, and a Noble Tennis on the outside. Iron Horse starts a run around the field, followed then by Uncle Stainless, Chosen Warrior, Bridal Man as well back with McJoey in the straight 400 to go, and Ken Quest has raced to the lead. Ken Quest kicked away. Bozeman on the outside is running on. Perfect Rapture down towards the inside. Uncle Stainless. Iron Horse has asked for his effort now, and then McJoey down the outside. Here comes Iron Horse. Iron Horse moved up on the outside of Bozeman. Uncle Stainless down towards the inside. Then McJoey, but Iron Horse broke away. It's Iron Horse's cup. Bozeman second, McJoey third. Then Uncle Stainless, Chosen Warrior. The next one, Ken Quest, Perfect Rapture. Further back in the field, Bridal Man. Then Noble Tenor, the Ravelli. Well back in the field, Montana Pearl. Then Fernley Prince, Chance of Fair. And the early leader, Noble Dane, was last. Stand by. Iron Horse, number 1, ridden by Chris Muntz, has taken out the Qantas Canberra Cup. Number 1, Iron Horse, the favourite, has beaten 9 Bozeman and 12 McJoey, the local galloper, running on very well. An exciting race. They were spread across the track with about 150 metres to go. Ken Quest taken on by Bozeman. Perfect Rapture battling on. Uncle Stainless on the rails. Then in the bright yellow and black cap, we saw Iron Horse, and the one in the brown and apricot out wide was the local galloper McJoey. But getting towards the line, Iron Horse, Chris Muntz, wielding the whip, broke away from Bozeman, and McJoey running on for third. 1-9-12 the numbers. Won the winner, Iron Horse, trained at Randwick by John Morrish, is raced by Mrs. V.E. Morrish, EA and Mrs. KB Crutch, R.A. Pegham, D.L. Wright, R.F. Mortimer, J.R. Mallam and P.L. Metzner in partnership. 1 Iron Horse taking out the 1998 Qantas Canberra Cup, beating 9 Bozeman, trained at Scone by Mac Griffith, Greg Ryan, and third, number 12, McJoey, John Scourse, trained at Canberra by Barbara Joseph. Now the time for the race, 2:04.29, 2:04.29. The course and class record held by down in Monterey, 2:02.14. So the numbers, 1-9-12, number 16, a good run, Uncle Stainless, finished 4th. And number 8, 5th in the race, that being Chosen Warrior. The winner scored by 1 3/4 lengths, a length and 3/4 by 1 length were the margins, and the numbers 1-9-12 following the running of the 1998 Qantas Canberra Cup.
And there he goes, Chrissy Muntz. He loves winning a big race, and the crowd will give this horse a really big cheer when it comes back. He is a fantastic performer, Iron Horse, very consistent. And he carried that weight with ease to win the Canberra Cup today, a class above them. Good runs in the race by the second horse, Bozeman, of course, and number 12, promising effort by McJoey. There's the Canberra Cup, and they're all set now for 3:10, Quinella 6:10, and the 1-9-12 trifecta, $78.60. Well, those late mail tips have got home, so we hope you're benefiting from that and backing plenty of winners on this Sunday Sky Race Day. Back after this break. Get further action down there. What is happening? Here he is, Hilton Donaldson trackside.
Thanks, Chris. It was a terrific run. Unfortunately, Chris Muntz can't join us again on Sky Channel to take us through the run. He's running late for an aeroplane, a chartered aeroplane, which is apparently on the tarmac and ready to go. And speaking of aeroplanes, we're joined now by Alan Williams, who's the regional manager for Qantas in this area. Alan, it's been a pretty successful day.
Yeah, great day, Hilton. Very pleased with it. It's the 61st Qantas Canberra Cup. We haven't been sponsoring it all that time, but as TAA, then Australian Airlines, and most recently as Qantas, we've been very involved, and very pleased to be involved with the ACT Racing Club in this event.
The plane was full coming down. It must be a good sign for Qantas.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well at the moment. It's pretty tough in the airline industry, but we're doing better than most, I think, so we're pretty pleased about that.
What type of packages can you offer for racegoers?
We've always got good deals going to the capital cities, and of course with the Spring Racing Carnival coming up in Melbourne, that's always a huge time. Flights fall into Melbourne, and always a great time for travel to head off to the Spring Racing Carnival. So we're looking forward to good loadings during that period in particular.
Well, that sounds like terrific value indeed. What about the local industry, Alan, in terms of Qantas compared to the rest of Australia?
Yeah, we're doing fairly well. Of course, it's been a little bit quieter recently with an election going on. A lot of the politicians obviously have been in other parts of the nation, but we expect that'll get up and running again as they gradually come back. And of course, Parliament will be sitting again probably sometime in November. So it's a little bit peak and trough here in Canberra, but overall we do pretty darn well.
Well, congratulations on your sponsorship of the Canberra Cup. It was a fine race won by a great horse who no doubt will go on in the spring, and they'll remember it as the Qantas Canberra Cup.
Indeed, it'll be nice to have that Qantas Canberra Cup tag on Iron Horse. Because pretty obviously it's a great horse and it'll go on to bigger and better things, and we'll be proud to have been associated with one of these wins.
Thank you very much, Alan. Alan Williams from Qantas. Let's go to Brian Bennett. Has a pretty good ride in the last, a horse called $1. Strange name, Dale, but the horse has ability.
Oh, well, as long as he stands up to his name, Hilton, $1, he has got a little bit of ability. His form last time in work was very good. He's first up today. He should still be right in the race, I think.
He's a last start winner, yet he hasn't been seen for some 22 weeks or so.
Yeah, he's still a bit immature. After he won last time, Keith Dryden, the trainer, he turned him out and gave him a decent spell, and he's brought him back in. He's a lot bigger and stronger now.
Well, you rode the horse throughout the Wagga Carnival there back in April, and you were placed behind Whistling John, who's certainly gone on.
Yeah, well, I got beat half length by Whistling John on him, and I won a race on Whistling John over the Newcastle Carnival, so that form stood up. And he's also got beat by Referral, and he's gone on and won a few races, so the form around $1 certainly stood up.
You had a bit of a thrill in the Cup only, well, an hour and a half ago. You would have been sitting in the jockey's room ready to watch the Canberra Cup. The opportunity came to ride Uncle Stainless, the rank outsider, and he certainly gave his owners a thrill thanks to a top ride.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Well, when you come to the races, you don't expect to pick up rides in the big one, and my horse was scratched out of it, and Michael Wilson, the trainer, come and asked me if I'd ride Uncle Stainless, so I told him I would. And we had a fabulous run throughout the race, and we kept punching up along the rails. And at the furlong, he looked to be right in the race. He ran up there and give the owners a big thrill, and he just died in his run the last little bit.
I was just having a look at the replay on the big screen whilst you were talking, Dale. You didn't leave the fence.
No, mate, I was very fortunate. I drew 2 and Noble Dane drew 1. He went to the front, so I dropped straight on the fence and just stayed there the whole way, and tried to save as much ground as possible and take the short way home.
You're living at Newcastle these days. Do you term coming back to Canberra at Cup time a holiday?
A working holiday. I thoroughly enjoy my time in Canberra, and when I was living here, it's always been a great place, Canberra, and I really look forward to coming back and catching up with all my friends from here.
Well, let's hope you can punch home $1 in the last to winner.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. We'll be out there trying anyway to go home on a winning note.
Good on you, Dale.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Dale Spriggs there, who's riding $1 in the final race on the program.
And would have a very good chance. He's a top rider. 70 for the top one. Avian Dancer 15s. Bantana Boy 18. Karate now at 3 for Tranquil Lady, the other one in the market. Now Sunshine Coast. It's 4 minutes.
Drawn an inside gate with Karate. Indigo Joe stands up. $1. There's the light. They're set now for the last. And away they go now. Slowly away was Avian Dancer. Didn't jump all that well. And Bantana Boy back at the tail of the field. Etaripui is the leader. Karate is running second, followed by Tranquil Lady moving up on the outside. In behind those, Mr. Billions. Further back in the field then Petite Sal. Down towards the inside was Smart Guy. Further back than Indigo Joe and Vintage Patch. The next one was $1 going around the field, making ground, followed by McQueen. Bantana Boy is second last and Avian Dancer last of all. As they race down the side, they've got about 700 to go, and Tranquil Lady is the leader, running second, Mr. Billions. Etaripui is getting a good run in third place, followed by Karate. Back behind those, Petite Sal. The next one was $1, followed then by Smart Guy being ridden along down towards the inside as they race towards the turn. Then back behind those, then Vintage Patch, followed by Indigo Joe, and Bantana Boys going wide, followed by Avian Dancer. In the straight with about 350 to go, and Tranquil Lady kicked away. Karate under the whippers trying hard, followed then by Smart Guy, and the next one was Etaripui. Lilipui. Here's Karate going out after Tranquil Lady now. It's Karate putting the head in front of Tranquil Lady. Now Smart Guy is running on quickly down the outside. It's Karate taken on by Smart Guy. Karate and Smart Guy, they hit the line. Karate has beaten Smart Guy. Now third, Tranquil Lady, I think, just ahead of McQueen, followed by Indigo Joe. Then Bantana Boy, the next one was $1. Well back behind those, Vintage Patch, followed by Petite Sal. Then Lilipui, followed by Avian Dancer. And the last one across the line in the last was Mr. Billions.
So the well-supported number 4, Karate, gets home in the last at Canberra on Cup Day, 321.70 over number 1, Smart Guy, $1.90. And a photo for third, possibly 12, Tranquil Lady. As they at Canberra, the last, won by 4, Karate, 321.70. 1, Smart Guy, $1.90. 12, Tranquil Lady, $2.30. Quinella, $8.70. And the 4, 1, 12 trifecta, $92.80. Race 8 at Canberra. Sunshine Coast, 8 before daybreak in the last, 370.170. 1 Charming Double, 165. 7 Spicy Letters, 285. Quinella, 10.50. The 817 trifecta, $172.40 on race 8. It's the Sunshine Coast. Kyneton quickly updating before Menangle jumps, and we find here that number 2, King's Ace at 7.